makes sense because it basically talks about how, one incident, losing so many men, causes him to just say, you know what, we're not going to go anywhere, we're going to stay on our island. But Maui realizes, not Maui, Moana realizes that, the best way to save the island is to go out and find this, I'm trying to remember what it was, a little relic from the guys. This is just a movie you just need to watch. I mean, honestly, I cannot do it any justice. You have to watch this movie. 4.5 stars out of 5. Very well done. Moana does a great job explaining Polynesian culture, and just really, it's just family fun. Everything just is great. So now we get on to the main topic of the day, the night, whatever. It's St. Patrick's Day. Everybody else is drinking, and I'm here talking to you guys about about movies. So I'm wondering how many people are going to be drunk and listening to this. The movie we're talking about now that gets a 5 out of 5 stars is the movie Logan. Jeez Louise, was this movie very well done. It talks about Logan, a.k.a. Wolverine, who basically is past the prime of his life. He's just completely just out of it. You can tell at first it just starts him off as just being like in a complete shithole. Yes, I'm going to basically swear about this, and to be honest, they swore a lot during this movie. It was funny. It was awesome. He's just a drunk, and he's working for a limo deal. Honest to God, I never thought that I would honestly see Wolverine get flashed by, I don't know if it was like a wedding party or a prom night party or something like that. It was one of the things where it was like, oh, wow, okay then. Well, Hugh Jackman, you get everything. Jeez Louise. It also stars Patrick Stewart as Magneto, who is he's past, I don't know if I would say he's at the point of like Alzheimer's or what exactly it was, but it was just very interesting to see him not exactly using, his powers, and he was taking drugs to kind of calm him down. But then this one little girl pops in, and apparently she's a gifted student, and she's one of the many gifted students that apparently a secret government agency wanted to create all of these kids into their own mold where they assemble an army. So all of these kids have their own powers, and for Laura, this girl that comes into Logan's life, has Wolverine's powers. So she gets the claws, she's able to recover. It's one of those things where it's just like, wow, it's not every day you get to see, little kid kick ass, especially in an R-rated movie, because, let's face it, R-rated movies are not exactly for kids, and yet somehow teenagers find a way to sneak in there. Anyway, so this just talks about finding that higher place, finding a place for Laura to be safe and sound. They were basing it a lot on the comic books, and the fact that they brought the comic books into this movie, I thought was awesome. Made this movie that much more interesting. This was a very well done movie. You got to see also superpowers of the other kids. Honestly, this movie was Hugh Jackman's final hoorah as the Wolverine. Very well done. It was a very justified way to, end the Wolverine and Hugh Jackman's, I wouldn't say reign of tyranny. I wouldn't say, horrible run. I would say his legacy as the Wolverine. That's the best way I can put it. Because, man, it was, again, a very well done movie. I think it would make up for any of the other crappy Wolverine movies that have happened in the past, and there are a lot of people that would agree with that. This was just beautifully done. It had action, it had comedy, it had violence, it had drama. So many things were just crawled into one movie, and it was so well done. I loved every single bit about this movie. Definitely deserves some kind of nomination in the Oscars, because a lot of people might think that, that there are some parts of it, like I said, that were more comedy-based, but all in all, this was just very well done. The development was great. The characters were well created and they were well established enough so that way they could create a good story. And like I said, this is one of those movies, I never thought I'd say this, this was a Marvel movie that actually made me cry. The way that, again, spoilers, Logan dies, Wolverine dies, just hits me hard. And, oh my gosh, he's holding, his daughter's hand, and he says in his final breath, "So this is how it feels." And then he passes on. Right then and there, I'm getting teary-eyed just thinking about that, because for all his life he was all about himself, and he didn't have much in the way of what he called a family. This girl comes into his life, and he's his daughter. It's just amazing how big of an impact that it created. Very well done. Oh man, Logan, you got me. You got me this week. You just did such a fantastic job. Hugh Jackman definitely deserves all the praise, and he deserves an Oscar nomination after this performance. I mean, this is definitely within the top movies that I've seen this year that have just really stood out. Like I've mentioned before, the movie Split was one of those ones that did very well. Patriots Day was another one. Logan, now it can be added to the list. I thought I had one more. But yeah, those movies definitely are standout movies of the year. And we're not even quarter of the way done. Well, actually, we are a quarter way done with the year. We still have so many other movies that are coming out. Like I said, Beauty and the Beast came out last night, and it's getting positive reviews. I mean, my co-host, Victory Bell from Change the F Up, she said that it was very well done. From what she told me, thankfully she didn't spoil it for me, she said that it was very slow building, and then it just got better from there. So, very looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. I'm going to go see Beauty and the Beast on Sunday, and Victory Bell and I, we're going to actually do a review about it on Wednesday, so tune in to that. Again, guys, you got to go check out all of our programmings, from Raw Reaction on Monday with myself and AJ Jensen. This time around, we will make sure that I'm awake for that, and hopefully Raw does not bore me to tears. Tuesday is Talk Smack with Spencer Hart and Max Beatty. Wednesday, of course, Change the F Up with myself and Victory Bell. Thursday is the Smirk Money Podcast. If you have not seen the recent podcast, they interviewed TW3 from Wisconsin Pro Wrestling. Definitely go check that out. It's a really good interview, very well done, and it definitely builds up not only the show for tomorrow night, but also for what we can expect for the Stevens Point show coming up next month. Next Friday, again, will be another edition of What Did I Just Watch? And guys, by all means, send me messages, send me tweets on what movies you think that I should review, that I should watch, because I am very interested in hearing what you guys would like for me to watch, what you'd like for me to review. I'm open to any and all suggestions, so by all means, send me your requests, send me your suggestions. By all means, just give me some movies, give me a challenge. And of course, supposedly tomorrow is going to be a Slack Off show, or I believe it's Slack Off the show. Oh my gosh, I feel so bad that I am not remembering the name, so I do apologize to the hosts and co-hosts there for that. But if you guys are interested in gamings, nerd stuff, everything like that, just so much fun and great stuff to talk about, go check it out. It's going to happen tomorrow night, from what I'm told. It's going to be the second edition. If you want to go check out the first edition, by all means do. It was one of our highest viewed shows on the Spreaker.com app. And by all means, go check it out. And for those of you that are interested in gaming and stuff like that, you'll definitely love it. So that is going to wrap it up for this edition of What Did I Just Watch? Thank you again so much for your time. I know I'm kind of rambling on and on and on, but it's what I do. What do you expect? So you can always follow me on Twitter at NateFNGreat. And by all means, guys, check out everything that is going on with our Facebook page, facebook.com/ER Network 24/7, as well as our Twitter handler, ER Network 24/7 as well. So thank you guys so much for your time. Happy St. Patrick's Day. And for those of you that are out and about, drink responsibly. Don't drink and drive because the police officers are probably going to find you. So thank you so much, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.